Hello everyone. Do you hate to going to for school? If yes, then I am sure today's session is going to be a very interesting one. In case if you are the one of those who do not like to go to school, who do not want to study, then you will be able to relate to this poem that I am going to teach today. It is the School Bell poem written by William Blake. In this poem, the poet has very well portrayed that the emotions of the schoolboy who hates to go to the school, who is very unhappy, who feels that it is burden of study has really concentrated him, or who thought like a bird in a cage himself. He likes the summer morning. He loves the bird singing in the sky. He loves to sing with us sky lovebirds, but on such a beautiful summer morning, he is forced to go to school, which he does not like, because inside the school he feels that restricted by his teachers, and all the time he is tired for being under strict supervision of his teachers. He compares himself, which is cage bird, as a cage bird does not seem happily. Similarly, he feels that the child could not feel like a child because he is ruined by the fears and tensions under which he constantly lives. He also tries to tell the parents that if the bud is plucked from the plant, then will it blossom? He also tries to explain that if the plants are not allowed to grow, then how it will bear fruits or flowers. Now let's see something about the poet, that is William Blake. William Blake was born on 28 November 1757 in London. He is an English poet, painter and printmaker. He is known for his expressiveness and creativity. His paintings and poetry have been characterized as a part of the Romantic movement. His notable works are Songs of Innocence and of Experience, The Marriage of Heaven and Hell, The Four Geos, Jerusalem, Milton, etc. He died on 12th August 1827 at the age of 69 in London. Now let's see the poem. I love to rise in a summer morn when the birds sing on every tree. The distant huntsman winds his horn and the skylark sings with me. Oh, what sweet company! But I go to school in a summer morn. Oh, it drives all joy away. Under a cruel eye outward, the little ones spend the day in shame and dismay. Aye, then at times I dropping sit and spend many an anxious hour. Nor in my book can I take delight, nor sit in learning's bower, worn through with a dairy shower. How can the bird that is born for joy sit in a cage and sing? How can a child, when fears annoy, but drop his tender wing and forget his youthful spring? Oh, father and mother, if buds are nipped and blossoms blown away, and if the tender plants are stripped of their joy in the springing day by sorrow and care's dismay, how shall the summer arise in joy, or the summer fruits appear? Now explanation, children. I love to rise in a summer morn when the birds sing on every tree. The distant huntsman winds his horn and the skylark sings with me. Oh, what sweet company. Now explanation. Here I means speaker as a schoolboy. The speaker says that he loves to wake up in the beautiful summer morn when the birds are singing on every tree. The speaker says that he can hear a hunter playing his horn from far, and the skylark, type of a bird, are singing with him. Speaker feels that he has sweet company of beautiful morning, the birds that are singing, and the hunter who is blowing, and the skylark which are singing with him. Now second stanza. But to go to school in a summer morn, oh, it drives all joy away. Under a cruel eye outward, the little ones spend the day in singing and dismay. The speaker now is very sad when he expresses that on such a beautiful summer morning, if he has to go to school, then it takes away all the happiness from him and makes him sad. When he is in the school, he is constantly under strict supervision of the teachers, which is utterly tired. All the small children spending their day in sad and bored instead of playing outside. Now third stanza. Then at times I drop in sit and spend many an anxious hour. Nor in my book can I take delight, nor sit in learning's bower, on through with a dreary shower. The speaker says at times he sits there in boredom. He is tired of all these and he is spending many hours nervously with exhaustion inside him. The speaker expresses that neither he takes happiness in reading the books nor he can go out in the nature, where he can study without a teacher and enjoy that nature also. He is tired of all the boring words which are shirred on him by the teacher. How can the bird that is born for joy sit in a cage and sing? How can a child, when he fears annoy, but drop his tender wing and forget his youthful spring? Now the speaker says that when a bird is born to make joy or happiness, then how can the same bird can sing inside the cage? The speaker says that how can a child who is constantly under fear and better or burden of expectation, how can he enjoy? But he can only bend and soft his wings and forget all his youth. Here there is comparison between a caged bird and the school born. According to his view, a bird which is one always be cheerful and singing can never sing sweet songs if it is in the cage. Similarly, if a child remain constantly under the umbrella of fear and tension and strict supervision of teacher, then how can that child will enjoy his childhood? Now fifth friend. Oh, father and mother, if birds are nipped and blossoms blown away, and if the tender plants are stripped of their joy in the springing day, by sorrow and care's dismay, how shall the summer arise in joy, or the summer fruits appear? In the stanza, the speaker is asking his parents that if the birds are cut and flowers are plucked, and if the soft plants or growing plants are deprived their joy in the spring season because of the sorrow and happiness, then how will summer season comes with joy and how the fruits and flowers appears? In the last stanza, the speaker is comparing those birds and plants which are cut or plucked, and if the joy is taken away from plants by plucking their buds, the plants can grow and how can they bear the fruits and flowers? Now, what is the theme of this poem? Let's see. The theme of this poem is about the sorrow or happiness which the boy feels when he has to go to school, while on the other hand he wants to joy. It's about the obligation to sit in a closed area, that like a classroom, when he wants to enjoy the nature outside. It's about the freedom which the child wants, but on the other hand, all he is getting a caged environment. This poem tells us we must tell the children grow like children. We must let them to play and roam outside and enjoy the nature in its best, because having nature learning is the most important as academic learning. Thank you, children.